I'm Zoe Kernohan and this is my NSA video response. I chose to research the piece Farmacopea from Beatriz Santiago Munoz. I chose this piece because I am always drawn to it in the gallery, and as a gallery guide, if the day's ever slow, I always find myself standing and just watching it, and I think I was originally drawn to the piece just because of the visuals, and I always questioned like the shaky footage and why it wasn't super clean. It always kind of perplexed me almost. I just was kind of confused by that, so that made me want to research it and find out a little bit more about it. And so the artist uses this short film to kind of showcase the previous biodiversity found in Puerto Rico before a lot of it started disappearing, like tropical trees and other rare species. A lot of it has been being cut by masses to accommodate the real estate needs of the tourist population, and so I kind of took that as the artist kind of raising awareness for what's happening and what has been happening in recent years in the Caribbean. So something I learned with more research is about the footage. Actually, I found out that the artist did that on purpose, which makes sense, but she kind of did that to replicate the amateur footage that was recorded by explorers and scientists in the 20th century, which I thought was super cool. And I definitely think it changed my perspective on the piece. I think it allowed me to understand the history a little bit more, and it kind of put me in the moment. And yeah, just like gave me a deeper appreciation, and something I think that visitors would find really interesting I think they would benefit from just kind of sitting and watching the piece at first, just because something that always interested me in the piece was the poisonous tree. Just the fact that I remember reading the words on the screen that if someone like sat under the tree for too long, they'd be sick, and I always thought that was like kind of a myth. It didn't really, I don't know, it didn't click to me that it was like real. So, and for the research, obviously I found out that that's like real. So I think that's super interesting, and just learning about the pieces that are being taken away and are being cut down. I think it's interesting to learn about those because a lot of them are rare species that some people might not know about. So I think that's interesting and could interest viewers. I also think that they would enjoy knowing that the artist features real people and real stories about the landscape. I think that's super cool that she makes it really authentic, and yeah, it just adds an element of like appreciating and understanding what was going on. If I could ask the artist anything about the piece, I would just love to know what she hoped to accomplish by creating this piece. Not in like a bad way. I took it as kind of this piece raising awareness for what's happening and what has been happening in the Caribbean, but I wonder if she hoped that viewers would be inspired to take action and make a change. So I would just kind of love to know if she wanted that to be, yeah, I don't know. And then just something I would love to talk about with the viewers as they watch this piece, which is knowing how they feel, because I feel like pieces that are meant to raise awareness can sometimes leave viewers feeling a little guilty and angry. And so I would love to just talk to the guests and know what they were thinking and feeling about this piece, especially because it can be kind of like anger inducing and sometimes hard to watch and knowing what's going on. So I would love to be able to talk to guests about that, and I wish we could do that right now, but hopefully soon. So that's my response. Thanks.